হ্যালো স্টুডেন্ট, দিস ইজ সুমন দত্ত। আজকে আমি ক্লাস 9-এর ওয়ার্কবুক থেকে তোমাদেরকে কিছু গুরুত্বপূর্ণ প্রশ্ন দিয়ে থাকবো, যেগুলো তোমরা তোমাদের আপকামিং এক্সামের জন্য অবশ্যই পড়বে। দেখো, দ্য হ্যাপি প্রিন্স, এই হ্যাপি প্রিন্স থেকে তোমাদেরকে আজকে মার্ক 2 দিয়ে থাকবো, যেগুলো তোমরা নিশ্চয়ই শিখবে। ঠিক আছে, প্রথম প্রশ্ন, হাউ ডিড দ্য প্রিন্স হেল্প দেম ম্যাচ গার্ল? দ্য হ্যাপি প্রিন্স হেল্পড দ্য ম্যাচ গার্ল উইথ ওয়ান অফ দ্য Shepherdess. The match girl was afraid of her father as her matches had fallen in the gutter. As soon as she got the shepherdess in the form of help, her happiness went to beyond limits. Why did the Shelu not leave the prince and go to Egypt? The Shelu wanted to go to Egypt. All his friends had gone there, but after giving the shepherdess from eyes, the prince had gone blind. The Shelu felt the misery of the prince. He decided to remain there to be the prince's eyes. Why do the courtiers call the prince the happy prince? Is he really happy? The courtiers of the prince called him happy prince because he was always happy as long as he was alive. Sorrow was not allowed to enter his place, so he could never feel what sorrow was. Is he really happy? তো এই প্রশ্ন উত্তরটা কী হবে? However, after his death, the prince was installed as a statue on a tall column. From there, he could see the misery of the people. This makes him unhappy. For whom does the prince send the shepherdess and why? তো এইটা লাগবে না, শুধু লাগবে দ্য প্রিন্স সেন্ট এ স্পেরি of his eye to a young playwright. The man had to write and finish a play for the director, but too much cold and hunger prevented him to write anymore. The jewel was sent to him so that he could sell it to the jeweler and get food for himself. Why প্রশ্ন উত্তরটা কি হবে এখানে? Another sperry was sent to the match girl whose matches had fallen to the gutter. She knew that her father would beat her if she did not take money home. The Shelu slipped the sperry safely to her plum and the girl felt happy. What does Shelu see when it flies over the city? The Shelu flew over the city. He saw the scenery and felt the difference between the life of the rich and the poor. The rich were enjoying their lives in their lavishly built houses, where the beggars were sitting at their gates. We also saw white faces of starving children in the dark lines of the city. He also saw the worst condition of the poor who were denied a shelter for the night by the dutiful watchman. What are the precious things mentioned in the story? Why are they precious? The two precious things are the heart of the prince made with lead and the dead Shelu. They are compassionate, they feel for others, unable to bear their misery. The happy prince gave up all his precious stone for the betterment of the needy people. On the other hand, the little Shelu acted as a messenger. এটা হবে মেসেঞ্জার, ঠিক আছে? এটা এটা মেসেঞ্জার হবে, messenger of the prince to reach jewels to the needy people. Thus both of them lived for other, and their sacrifice was the most precious thing in the world. How did the Shelu react when he was the happy prince crying. When the Shelu alighted at the feet of the golden statue of the happy prince for an overnight shelter, he was astonished to have a large drop of water fell on him. The third drop of water made him look up and was astonished to see that it was actually the happy prince who was weeping. His face was so beautiful in the moonlight, and the little Shalu felt retreat. What is the moral of the story? এই স্টোরির moral story কি? The moral of the story is that good deeds always bring satisfaction and happiness in one's mind. By helping the needy and bringing a smile on someone's face, we can experience their real happiness. In the story, the wall happy prince. The prince was happy to help the distressed person, and the person in needs. Their smile seemed more valuable to him than the precious gems and the gold on his body. তো আজকের ভিডিওতে তোমাদের সামনে প্রেজেন্ট হলাম যে হ্যাপি প্রিন্স থেকে মার্ক 2। তো যদি ভিডিওটা ভালো লাগে থাকে অবশ্যই ভিডিওটা সবার সাথে শেয়ার করবে, ঠিক আছে? আর যদি এখানে কোনো মিস্টেক থাকে অবশ্যই আমাকে কমেন্ট বক্সে কমেন্ট করে জানাবে। তো পরবর্তী ভিডিওর জন্য ওয়েট করো। ভিডিওটা প্রথম থেকে শেষ অবধি দেখার জন্য তোমাদেরকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ।